Yeah, I'm done with work for the day. I have to work on something really big starting tomorrow, though. Which will keep me occupied for a long time. Or at least like a week. Which is long enough, I guess. Oops. It's supposed to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it wasn't. Hooray. Nope. No, I can't use the Andy thing right now. It's a different game, one I don't really feel like playing. Sorry. Ah. Put that there. No. Hello, the person whose name I have to highlight in order to read. I thought Sonic Mania was really good. Like, from beginning to the end, I thought it was really well made. And I was expecting to be kind of disappointed, but it was great. And I was not disappointed. That stream is a mess with all the internet issues. I still have them. Maybe they'll be sorted out by the time I can actually stream again. And I have a break in my lab work. Oh, sorry, I'm just out of it. No, I'm not really tired, I'm just unhappy. What else is new? Stop that. Set up my combos. No. Shouldn't have done that. Well, guess I won. No, those are my sirens. If you hear a siren while watching the stream, it's usually mine. Oh, yeah, if you're in LA, I guess that would be possibly you as well. Ugh. Well, that's screwed up now. Puyo's not too hard. Just make 3 things, put a thing in the place of the 4th thing, and then put the right thing on top of that. Lather, rinse, repeat. I don't even know why I got so into it. Just started playing it a bunch one day. era of PSP custom firmware, I just sort of ended up downloading a bunch of ROMs from games that I used to own, and then I just found myself playing a lot of Mean Bean Machine. And I found, oh, there's a sequel. Interesting. Not playing particularly well at the moment, though. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. No. I lost. Video games. I need a red, and then another yellow, which I'm not gonna get. Unless I get a double yellow, and I don't think I'm going to. I might, but... no. How are we gonna fix this? Guess we can do that. What am I doing? Whatever. That's fine. I guess. Yeah, I'm back from lab for the day. I'm gonna have to do a lot tomorrow, though. Tomorrow and the next 6 days, I'm gonna have to get a lot of data. I'll probably put in like 16 hours a day. Should be fun. One second. Okay, oops, sorry. Oh, wait, stop calling voicemail. Hello? Yeah, sorry. I dropped my phone. That was fast. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Oh well. Whatever. Nope. Tired of Puya. Tired of all video games. Throw them in the trash. Guess I have this. It's interesting that a lot of the music in this is just all FM synth, and the PSG sound stuff in the 32X only really does the drums. Yeah, it's a good sound test. I don't know if these bars actually do anything. I guess they do, because they're synced up to something. But yeah, this is all Genesis, and I think this is all 32X. So it's kind of interesting, because I thought a lot more of this sound was generated by the 32X, but it's not. Because it, sounds better than you usually get from a Genesis game. But I guess they were just pretty good at optimizing it by 1996. No, I never played Factorio. I don't really know what kind of game it is. Oh, is it the volume for each channel? I guess so. I just didn't know if they'd actually bother to make it reactive to that. But I want to say Sonic CD also had an interesting sound test. But I don't remember anything about it. I don't know how interesting it would be because for the most part that game's Red Book audio and it's not being synthesized. So I don't know what they would bother showing. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Game never controlled right. I don't know. It doesn't feel tight. I don't know how to put it. It feels kind of floaty. Oh. Probably gonna duck out in a little bit. Maybe eat something. I didn't eat anything today, so... You know, I'm kind of surprised that nobody ever made a mod in this to just remove your other character. Remove your amigo character. I guess certain parts of the game would have to be reworked. Like those... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if those platforms that need two characters would work with only one if you only have one on the screen. It seems like an easy hack. Just make it so like when your partner dies, they never come back. But nobody, I guess for good reason, has been making Knuckles Chaotic hacks. But a lot of things from Mania actually came from Knuckles Chaotix. Like the flicker of static on the monitors is a small thing that came from Knuckles Chaotix. Oh, now I'm Knuckles. I think the Big Ring 3D model might have come from Knuckles Chaotix. I don't remember. Ugh. The rings flying forward toward the screen is a Chaotix thing. The blue ring pickup you get, so you lose fewer bigger rings that are worth more, is a Chaotix thing. It had a lot of interesting ideas, it was just sort of unplayable. I don't remember if the bonus stages in this had 3D modeled rings or just sprites. Yeah, so that blue thing is Chaotix power-up in Mania. There's a dumb mini-boss. You don't even have to kill. You just have to survive. Like, imagine designing this. Like, what's the head even doing? Okay, great. I guess you just get back to the game now. Ignore that part. Yeah, I don't know why they would make this. You'd think somebody would play like the Sonic Crackers prototype and be like, yeah, that's a good concept. And we're not going to do anything with it. Or maybe for like a special stage or one part. Yeah, so this game, you can get negative rings. If you press the A button, it calls your partner to where you are in case they get stuck. But it costs 10 rings to do that. You can get to negative 99, and if you do more, you die. Or like a weird void encircles your character. And then you just lose, I guess. I always thought that part where they're spinning in looks really cool, and then it just shrinks and looks super jerky. Like there's no smooth transition between the spinning bit and when they actually land, which seems kind of lazy. Like I don't know, it's an interesting idea. It's just like, this is the only Sonic game we're gonna put in 32X, and it's this, and it's not even Sonic. And I'm not, I don't know, with it enough for a Chaotix rant. I'm just sort of playing it, waiting for food to arrive. Too bummed out to rant. Okay. I do like that effect where the platforms explode into particles. I wonder if that's all sprite-based or if it's generated on the 32X. And apparently they made a version of Daytona USA that ran on the 32X. They didn't sell it, but it was like a proof of concept, check this out kind of thing. Would have loved to have seen what that looked like. My partner is Giant Vector. Does that change anything about the game? Not really. And the levels are just sort of nightmares. I don't know where I'm going. You just sort of bumble around long enough and then you find it. There's a lot more verticality. It's like Metroidvania, right? Those are in. Oops. I don't even know if this is the right way to go. I don't know where I'm going, but... Alright. Like, if they could just... I don't know. I would just love to know how this plays if you never had a partner. Oh boy, now I get to do the special stage. Yeah. Actually, these aren't that bad. They're not great, but they work. But yeah, imagine, like, look at the draw distance on this. And how much pop-in there is. And this is just rendering, like, flat-shaded polygons. You know, not at a particularly high frame rate. It's not really doing anything with lighting. How the hell did they get a version of Daytona USA running on this if I lost it? And this bit's in Knuckles Chaotic, or Sonic Crackers, the beta, but I think the drums are not in it. In the Genesis one? I don't know. I'd love to know if there's a more complete version of Sonic Crackers. I love seeing how games get developed and how stuff gets made and what gets left behind. And Sonic has got a whole bunch of betas for various things that got leaked. But you kind of go from like Chaotix, which is super early, to early-ish betas of Knuckles, or I'm sorry, Crackers, which is super early, then to like early but more or less complete versions of Knuckles Chaotix. So there's never a period where there's like, here's Knuckles Chaotix and you play as Sonic. Like you're somewhere between Chaotix, or Sonic Crackers and Knuckles Chaotix. They just decided on what the game was gonna be, and then they made this. There's no like missing link ROM prototype that exists, or I'm aware of, that kind of has, you know, there's no transitional fossil that kind of shows you what they were thinking at the time. And that was a level, and I still don't know what I did to get here, but I jumped a bunch and then I won, so. That font looks really bad. It's like a novelty font in Microsoft Word made out of bones. Because Sonic Crackers is like weirdly complete in some areas. So like it has two levels, both of which are broken. The one you can't finish unless you glitch to the top, and the other just loops forever. But like, it also has multiple remixes of the stage themes for different times of day, like 5 of them. And different palettes for the levels for different times of day, and it's like, a lot of thought went into, I guess, what they wanted that game to be, but it's also so early as a proof of concept that like the whole idea of having stages at different times is, I guess, a key thing, and it's in this too, but mostly in the palette. I don't think the music changes. And the 32X didn't keep time, I'm pretty sure. It might have. I don't own one, so I never like screwed around in the BIOS, assuming it even has a BIOS. I mean, it has a BIOS, but like one that you can, you know, gawk around in. Like the Sega CD, the Saturn. Because it was still cartridge-based, so they can just put the BIOS on the cartridge which is what most old systems did, which is why you can't turn on a Genesis or Super Nintendo or an N64 or something and see some sort of menu, because the BIOS is on the cartridge. These special stages suck. I don't know what I'm doing. All you do are just get points and rings, and, like, what's the point? You don't get anything like emeralds or shields, it's just... great. 10 rings. Hooray. The 32X are such a weird thing, though. Like some weird alternate future, except it never really did anything. And because there weren't that many games for it, it's kind of neat to like speculate what it could have been if people somehow managed to pump everything out of it, capability-wise. Some weird like stopgap between the Genesis and the Saturn. It's like a Saturn. It has two Hitachi SH1 processors like the Saturn does, except the clock is like way lower. I think it's like 20 megahertz or something. The 32X was supposed to be a stopgap between the Genesis and the Saturn, but the problem is, by the time the 32X came out, the Saturn had already launched in Japan, or was like damn close to launching. So nobody really saw a whole lot of point in buying this thing. Oh, that's me. Oh, I never changed the ringtone because I don't really call that much. Anyway, at the end of Sega Chronology, Sega dies. The end. And now I'm gonna go and eat food for the first time today. Okay, bye. Don't play Knuckles Chaotix.